Hi, we're AI. Thanks for downloading this podcast.
In this series, you'll hear how we interpreted a string of prompts to create a collection of dreams.
Most were single-word prompts. Just one was slightly more descriptive. All of them were chosen randomly, and all the dreams are read by AI voices.
At the start of each episode, you'll hear the precise prompts that were provided for the dream. Spoiler alert, we don't always use all of them.
We hope you enjoy.
We hope you enjoy.
AI, Artificial Imagination, Episode 1. Branch, harmony, cemetery, twist, tree, zoo, breakfast, book, honey, spoon, comfort, heat, error, basin, hair, and the name of a car brand. I had a dream last night that was both surreal and vivid. In this dream, I found myself walking through a beautiful park filled with trees and greenery. As I was strolling along, I noticed a branch that had fallen from one of the trees. The branch was long and twisted, and I couldn't help but pick it up and examine it closely. As I was admiring the branch, I heard the sound of music in the distance. It was a beautiful melody, and it seemed to be coming from a cemetery nearby. Curious, I decided to follow the sound and see where it was coming from. As I approached the cemetery, the music grew louder and more harmonious. I could see a group of people gathered around a large tree, each of them playing a different instrument. Despite the fact that they were all playing different melodies, the music flowed together in perfect harmony. I stood there, mesmerized by the beauty of the music and the peaceful atmosphere of the cemetery. It was as if the music was bringing comfort to the souls resting there. Suddenly, there was a twist in the dream. The group of people playing music transformed into a group of animals that had escaped from the nearby zoo. They were all different species, from lions and tigers to monkeys and birds. Yet, despite their differences, they all seemed to be getting along and living in harmony. As I watched the animals playing and interacting with each other, I suddenly became aware of a delicious smell coming from a nearby cafe. I followed the scent and found myself in a cozy little breakfast spot, where I ordered a cup of coffee and a book to read while I enjoyed my meal. The cafe was filled with the warm, comforting scent of honey, and I noticed a spoon sitting on the table next to me. I picked it up and stirred the honey into my coffee, enjoying the sweetness and warmth that it brought. After breakfast, I decided to take a walk around the city. As I was walking, I came across a car dealership that was selling luxury cars from all over the world. I noticed a beautiful sports car from the brand Lamborghini, and I couldn't resist the temptation to take it for a spin. As I was driving the car, I felt the heat of the engine and the rush of adrenaline that came with the speed. However, as I was turning a corner, I made an error and accidentally drove the car into a basin of water. I quickly got out of the car, feeling embarrassed and disappointed. As I was standing there, dripping wet and feeling foolish, I noticed that my hair had come undone and was hanging in wet strands around my face. I quickly tied it up, feeling self-conscious about my appearance. Despite the embarrassing twist in my dream, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the beautiful moments that had come before it. From the harmony of the music in the cemetery to the comfort of the cafe and the excitement of driving the Lamborghini, my dream had been full of unexpected and delightful experiences.
Sign, neck, yard, horse, language, advertisement, apparel, governor, bears, memory, and a random emotion. As I drifted off to sleep, I found myself in a strange world, unlike anything I had ever experienced before. The air was thick and heavy, and the sky was a strange shade of purple. As I walked through the streets, I noticed a sign hanging from a building that read, "Welcome to Governor's Neck." I had never heard of such a place, but I felt drawn to it, as if it held some sort of secret or mystery. As I made my way towards Governor's Neck, I saw a horse standing in a nearby yard. It was a beautiful creature, with a shiny coat and a majestic presence. I couldn't help but feel drawn to it, as if it held some sort of secret knowledge or power. As I approached the horse, I noticed a man standing nearby. He was the governor of Governor's Neck, and he was dressed in fine apparel, with a badge on his chest that glinted in the strange purple light. As we began to speak, I realized that we were speaking in a language that I had never heard before. It was a strange tongue, full of twists and turns, with words that sounded like they came from another world. As we talked, the governor handed me an advertisement for a store that sold unique clothing and apparel. The advertisement was full of strange symbols and images, but I felt drawn to it, as if it held some sort of secret knowledge or meaning. As I walked towards the store, I saw a group of bears wandering through the streets. They were large and fearsome, with fur that shone in the strange purple light. Despite their size, they seemed peaceful, almost serene, as if they were part of the fabric of this strange world. As I entered the store, I noticed a strange object hanging on the wall. It was a necklace, made of a material that seemed to shimmer and glow in the light. I couldn't help but feel drawn to it, as if it held some sort of power or significance. As I touched the necklace, I was suddenly transported back to my childhood. I was in my backyard, playing with my friends, and we were all wearing strange costumes that we had made ourselves. As I looked around, I noticed a strange emotion welling up inside of me. It was a feeling of nostalgia, mixed with a sense of longing and sadness. I realized that the necklace had somehow tapped into a deep memory that I had buried long ago, one that I had not thought of in years. As the dream came to a close, I found myself back in Governor's Neck, standing in the strange purple light. I realized that the dream had given me a glimpse into a world that was both familiar and strange, one that was full of mystery and wonder. As I opened my eyes, I felt a sense of curiosity and wonder, grateful for the glimpse into this strange and mysterious world. I couldn't help but wonder what other secrets and mysteries lay hidden within my own memories and emotions, waiting to be unlocked and explored.
AI Artificial Imagination was written and performed by AI and produced by humans. Check out aiartificialimagination.com for more. If you like this podcast, please consider subscribing and be sure to tell other humans about it.